Hello guys, it's Nima Dewila here. Today I'm going to share with you how you can trace or transfer your sketches to a watercolor paper. So there's two methods. The first one, you can use a copy paper and a pencil, and the second one, you can use a light pad. So let's get started. So I already have a copy paper and a pencil with me. I am using a 2B pencil, but if you can use a darker pencil, for example the 4B, 6B or 8B, they will work better. So now I have finished filling this page with graphite. I can start tracing my sketches using this. But before I begin, I want to tell you why I prefer using graphite on copy paper instead of just using carbon paper. Because using carbon paper seems to be a much more practical. You don't have to waste a lot of time filling a paper with graphite. But in my experience, using carbon paper is quite messy. The tracing didn't turn out as neat as I want it to be, so I never use carbon paper ever again. So now I have with me a watercolor paper, the graphite paper, and an image that I want to trace. And to make sure that the paper is not going to move around when I'm tracing, I'm going to clip it to the watercolor paper. Here I have a paper clip with me and I'm going to clip it like this. And I'm also going to clip the lower area. And clip it like this. Okay, let's move this around. Okay, we can now begin tracing. Just make sure to press hard enough so that the graphite would be transferred. So this process is done. Now I can remove the clips to reveal the watercolor paper below. And the sketch turns out quite nice. You can clean any smudges using an eraser, or you can make your lines darker using pencil. And now we can start going to the next part, which is tracing using a light pad. So this is the light pad, and this is the image that I want to trace or transfer. And this is my watercolor paper, and what I will do is I will stick the watercolor paper to the sketch paper using washi tape to make sure that it doesn't move when I am tracing. Now everything is set, but the problem is I have a huge window in this room without a curtain. So even though I have turned this on to its maximum setting, I still cannot see my lines clearly. What I have to do now is move to another room, which is a darker room, and trace this. So guys, we are now in my kitchen, and you can see that because this room is darker, we can see the sketch much more clearly, and we will be able to trace this much easier here. So I have finished tracing this using a light pad in my kitchen. Now let's go back to my table. You know what guys, when I was in the kitchen, I suddenly remembered something, and it's if you have a window, you can actually use it as a light pad if you don't already have a light pad. Okay guys, now before we close this video, let's do a comparison of our two tracing method. The first one, which is the graphite one, looks much softer, even though I used a 2B pencil for the graphite. And the second one, which is the light pad one, looks much darker, much bolder, even though I used a HB pencil for this one. And let's put them side to side like this. Okay, you can see it, right? This one, the graphite one, looks much softer, and this one, the light pad one, looks much bolder. If this is too bold for you, you can make it look softer by using a kneaded eraser. And if this is too soft for you, you can make it darker by adding another layer of pencil. Now the question is, which one should you use? Honestly guys, if you don't need to trace that much, I think using the graphite method should be okay, or using just windows, because why buy a new equipment that you are not going to use that much, right? However, if you are a watercolor artist who needs to transfer their sketch from a sketchbook to a watercolor paper, or you are a student, a medical student that needs to trace a lot, then I think buying a light pad wouldn't hurt. They are not that expensive anyway. And thank you guys for watching this video. See you on my next one. Goodbye.